Chapter 2: The Office in the Sky. The next morning, Max stood in front of the tallest building he had ever seen. It was so high that the top seemed to vanish into the clouds. The letters at the entrance gleamed in silver: Starling Tower. Max swallowed hard. His cat felt far behind him now, tucked safely at home. He had polished his shoes until they shone, though one still squeaked, and combed his hair flat, though a stubborn cowlick stuck up anyway. In his pocket, the golden business card felt heavy, as if it carried more weight than all the jars of sweets he'd ever sold. Inside, the lobby was a world of marble floors and glass walls. A fountain bubbled softly, spilling water into a pool where coins glittered like tiny suns. People in crisp suits hurried past, their shoes tapping smartly, their voices clipped and important. Max marched up to the front desk. The woman there looked like she'd stepped out of a magazine: neat hair, shiny lipstick, glasses patched on her nose. "Can I help you?" she asked briskly. "Yes, ma'am," Max said, trying to sound taller than he was. "I have an appointment with Mr. Starling." Her eyebrows rose, but when Max slid the golden card across the counter, her expression changed. She pressed a button. "Mr. Starling's guest is here," she said into the phone. Moments later, Max was ushered into a mirrored elevator. It whooshed upward so fast that his stomach dropped, and he gripped the railing wide-eyed. The numbers above the door blinked higher and higher until finally, ding, the doors slid open. Max stepped into an office unlike anything he had imagined. The floor-to-ceiling windows revealed the entire city, spread out like a toy town beneath him. There were paintings on the walls, the globe taller than Max himself, and a desk so wide it could have been a dining table. Behind it sat Mr. Starling, looking perfectly at ease in his leather chair. My young businessman," Starling said with a smile. "Come in. Sit." Max perched on the edge of a chair that was too big for him, his feet dangling above the carpet. "Tell me," Starling began, stippling his fingers. "Why do you sell sweets?" Max blinked. "Because people like them," he said honestly. "And I like making people happy. And, well, I like earning money too." Starling chuckled. "3 reasons. Happiness, service, and profit. Not bad." He leaned forward. "But tell me this, do you want to keep pushing a cart forever, or do you want something greater?" The words lit a fire in Max's chest. He imagined a shop of his own, with shelves stacked high, a bell over the door, children rushing in with coins in their pockets. "I want something greater," Max said firmly. Starling's eyes gleamed. He pressed a button on his desk. The door opened, and in walked a tall woman with a notebook. "This is Miss Fletcher," Starling said. "She manages new ventures. She will teach you what you need to know. If you prove yourself, Max, I'll invest in your dream." Max's heart thudded so loud he was sure they could hear it. He had just stepped into a world far larger than his cat, a world of contracts, calculations, and choices. And though it frightened him, it thrilled him even more. Chapter 2: The Office.